Today, we're rejuvenating the old tree. It's a fantasy trip, an inner flight meditation that I got to know from a mystic whose name is Jeru Kabal. He founded the clarity process that completely changed my life. You will find information about this in our show notes. Rejuvenating means getting younger, getting back on track where we used to be after having collected a lot of bad energy, bad habits, and so on. And this little fantasy trip helps us to get back on track, to get a little healthier, a little younger, and also mentally a little bit better.
Take a gentle breath in. And as you exhale, feel your whole body begin to relax. While we are listening to 963 Hertz in the background, which is the frequency of the divine, this will support the process. Now, bring your awareness into your right foot. Feel it fully. The toes, the arch, the heel. Sense the texture of your awareness flowing over it. One by one, notice each toe. Big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. Feel the top of your foot, the sole beneath. Feel your ankle, the calf, your knee, the thigh, and the hip. If this is too fast or too slow for you, just come out of the mind into your inner world again, feeling your body. Now your attention shifts to your left foot. Feel it alive in your awareness. Move gently through each toe. One by one. Big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. Sense the sole, the top. Sense your ankle, the calf, the knee, the thigh, and the hip. Let your awareness flow through your pelvis. Your lower back, your belly, and your chest. Now feel your right shoulder, your upper arm, your elbow, your forearm, wrist, and hand. Move to your left shoulder, upper arm, elbow, wrist, and hand. Notice your neck. Your jaw. Your chin. Your lips. Feel the softness in your cheeks. The space around your nose. Your eyes. Feel your eyelids. And your eyebrows. Sense your forehead. Smooth, open, unwrinkled. And sense the crown of your head. Your entire body now is touched by awareness, and it rests in deep ease. With each breath out, this ease becomes deeper, richer, more complete. You're awake, present, and alert. And yet your body sinks into profound relaxation. Now focusing your awareness for a moment on your forehead. And you might notice that right on the surface of your forehead, a very gentle kind of coolness is beginning to happen. Right on the surface of your forehead, a very gentle, delicate kind of coolness is beginning to happen. And this gentle, delicate coolness will spread into the rest of your head, keeping your head light and fresh and cool. The coolness spreading into the rest of your head, slowly keeping your head light and fresh and cool. And every time you breathe out, you're sinking a little deeper into relaxation. You might not even be aware that this is happening, but your relaxation is to become much deeper. I will now count from 1 to 10, and each time I say a number, your relaxation is going to become even deeper. There's nothing for you to do, but each time I say a number, you're going into a deeper relaxation. At the same time, you're going to remain wide awake and alert. When I reach 10, you're going to be in a very, very deep, very pleasant level of relaxation. 1. Just letting go now. Remembering that there's nothing at all for you to do. 2. Letting go and drifting deeper and deeper. 3. Letting go more and more. 4. Drifting deeper and deeper, getting softer and softer. 5. 6. Drifting even deeper. 7. Letting go more and more. Down to 8. Very deep now, whether you feel it or not. 9. And now very, very deep, down to 10. You are still hearing my voice clearly and easily. And because your body is so deeply relaxed, your consciousness can move away from the physical body, just as it does at night in your dreams, as it does in imagination or fantasy. It will be very easy for you now to just imagine that you're outside in a meadow. This can be a real meadow that you actually know, or it may be a fantasy meadow. But just imagining now that you're outside in the meadow, walking through the meadow, and it's one of these beautiful days where the air is fresh and clear, where everything seems bright green. All of nature seems fresh and alive. And the sky above you is a clear blue sky. And each time you take a step, you feel somehow more alive. The air seems somehow fresher, cleaner with each step that you take. And you feel very deeply in harmony with all of nature. Feeling yourself opening to nature as you move through the meadow. In the distance, you can see, among other trees, one tree in particular, a very, very large and beautiful tree. And you feel attracted to this tree. You find yourself moving over in that direction. And as you come closer to the tree, you see that it is indeed a beautiful tree, a perfect tree. Everything that a tree should be. It's strong. It's tall in every way, beautiful and perfect. Animals have built their homes in this tree. Birds have built their nests in this tree. And other animals lie in the shade of the tree, feeling also drawn to its beauty. And you can feel the roots of this tree going deep into the earth for support, for nourishment. And the branches of the tree reach strongly and gracefully up into the sky toward the sun. And as you stand close to the tree, you can feel its aura, its energy field. This tree also has an energy field, just like everything. And you can feel the energy of this tree. You can feel its strength. You can feel its patience. You can feel its trust. And you feel yourself being filled and nourished by the tree. You feel the tree giving you some of its energy, some of its patience, some of its trust. And you feel so refreshed and strengthened by the tree. You're ready to say goodbye to the tree, knowing that you can return whenever you feel to. You know that you have found a friend in this tree, and that you can return whenever you want to, whenever you need to. So, moving away from the tree, you begin once again to move through the meadow. And as you move through the meadow, feeling nourished and strengthened by the tree, you realize that this meadow is in a small valley. And through the center of the valley, there's a small river. And you begin to follow this river as it flows downstream, still feeling the tree inside of you. Feeling very much alive now, even more alive than before. Feeling calm and quiet, peaceful at the same time, strong and confident, moving along the little river through the small valley. And as you move along the river, you notice it's becoming smaller still. You notice there's less water in the river as you walk along. And as you look around you, you see that the valley itself is not quite as green as it was, not quite as fresh as it was. And still you walk on, following the small stream, which is getting smaller and smaller. It's so small now that in some places it's almost not there. And the valley itself is becoming drier and drier. And now you notice that the stream has actually disappeared. And there's only a dry stream bed left. The valley itself is barren, brown and gray. The whole valley seems somehow dead because there's no water. And as you move down the valley, you notice in the distance ahead of you an old dead tree standing next to where your path will go. And as you stand where you are and look at this old dead tree ahead of you, you notice coming from the other direction an old man and an old woman. An old man and an old woman coming now from the other direction. And you're going to be able to see them, to watch them from where you are. They're going to move to this old tree. They're going to relate in some way to this tree somehow. You're just watching now as the old man and the old woman relates somehow to the tree. Just staying where you are to watch. Just watching. Soon they're going to be leaving, and you're going to be able to watch as they leave, as they move away from the tree. And when they move away from the tree, you're going to take this tree and transplant it. You're going to move it to another location, where it can grow strong once again, where it can come back to life once again. Transplanting the tree now to another location. A place where the earth is right, where there's enough water, enough sun, enough wind and air. And you transplant the tree now in a place that's just right for it. And you can feel the tree coming back to life. Tiny, fresh, green leaves begin to appear all over the tree. And you can feel the tree coming back to life. You can feel the roots going deeper and deeper into the earth, reaching deep into Mother Earth for support, for nourishment, for warmth. And the tiny green leaves become bigger and stronger, becoming small branches, and the smaller branches becoming even bigger branches. And still more leaves are appearing. And still the branches go stronger and stronger, more and more branches appearing, stretching upward into the sky, reaching upward toward the sun, opening their arms to the air, to the wind. And this tree now has also become a perfect tree. Everything that a tree should be. Strong, beautiful, healthy. This tree has blossomed once again and has become a strong, beautiful, healthy tree. Everything that a tree should be. And small animals are coming to this tree also. They're finding a place to live. Birds are building nests in the tree again. And this tree is welcoming everyone who comes to it. And you feel the gratefulness of this tree for having been given a second chance. You feel the tree's gratefulness to you for having transplanted it, giving it a chance to become perfect once again. You feel this tree wanting to share some of its energy with you. You feel the calmness of the tree. You feel its peacefulness. You feel its truth. And you embrace the tree. You feel so drawn to the tree. And while embracing it, you can feel the tree giving you some of its energy, of its thankfulness, its gratitude. Grateful to you for having given it a second chance. Somehow, this is all still not enough for the tree, as it thanks you, as it celebrates. All over the tree, blossoms now appear as a kind of celebration of Thanksgiving. Beautiful, delicate, fragrant blossoms. And still the tree wants to celebrate more. And so each blossom releases its fragrance to the winds. And the fragrance of this tree is carried by the wind to all the corners of the earth. And you feel this tree is singing its song for itself and also for you. And you feel filled now with the tree. You feel grateful for the tree also. You feel united somehow with the tree, feeling very, very good and very close, very open to the tree. And you feel some of the health of this tree entering you. You feel some of the strength of this tree entering you. You feel its perfection entering you. And you too feel very strong and healthy. And you're going to say goodbye now to the tree, knowing that you can return whenever you need to. Remembering the tree and its strength, its trust, and knowing that some of that tree is now inside of you. That inside you feel stronger, healthier, more perfect. So you leave the tree now, moving back along the meadow, feeling lighter, stronger, more at peace with yourself. Feeling some of the trust, some of the patience of the tree also inside of you. And feeling how the tree can be strong and at the same time trusting and vulnerable. And that this vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. As you move through the meadow, which is once again green and fresh and alive, everything seems even greener than before. Everything seems fresher. The flowers seem brighter, more fragrant than they did before. And inside you feel yourself blossoming, opening, trusting, feeling very, very good, feeling better and better with each breath. Just enjoy now your own being healthy, strong, confident, open, trusting in this very moment. Just feel it. I'm going to count now from 10 to 1. And as I count backwards, your body is going to activate itself so that when I reach 1, you'll be completely wide awake and alert. And everything that's happened to you on the meadow has also happened to your physical body. Starting now to count. And when I reach 1, this meditation will be over, and you're going to be wide awake in every respect feeling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.